Good day. I am Lovely May M. Camat, together with my co-members Lian Vic F. Dadula and F. John A. Clarion. So we interviewed these two participants who currently lived in abroad. We interviewed what their experiences abroad. So these are the participants, Maria May Derrama Luardo and Maria Consuelo Torres.
Let's go to your name. What is your name?
My name is Maria Consuelo E. Torres.
And what is your address?
Roa Street, San Antonio.
What is your gender?
Female.
What is your occupation?
Secretary.
And what is your location?
Roa Street, San Antonio, Digo City, Davao del Sur.
So, okay, let's go to your family background. What is your father's name?
Antonio R. Torres.
And what is your mother's name?
Jovita E. Torres.
Now, let's move to your educational background. Where did you go to elementary?
Barangay Soong.
And your high school?
Digo City National High School.
Then your college?
University of Mindanao Business Management.
Go to your economic background. How much is your income?
12,000 a month.
What is your interest?
Watching videos related in English.
And what is your hobbies?
Reading books.
What is your reasons for learning language?
The reason I have to learn in English is to communicate people.
Next is, what language course you taking in?
Since I am going to abroad in Singapore, the course I take is English and Mandarin.
Let's go to the English language. So we have the number 1. How did you perform in school?
And related in English subject, I do some recitation.
Now let's move to the question number 2. What is your favorite way to practice your English?
My favorite way to practice my English is watching some English movies.
For question number 3, what is your habits related to English language?
Reading books about literature.
Now let's go to the number 4 questions. What is your habits or learning styles?
My learning style in English language is reviewing my every lesson.
Okay, for the number 5 question, what is your preferences in learning the English language?
My preferences in learning is watching some videos that related in English grammar.
Okay, for the number 6 question, is it easier for you to learn language during your academic years or the language course you're currently taking up?
Yes.
Okay, what suggestion that you may give to make learning easier?
To make learning easier, we should study more and explore.
What is your name?
My name is Maria May Derrama Luardo.
And what is your address?
My address is Roja Street, San Antonio.
Your gender?
I am female.
Then your occupation?
My occupation is an office clerk.
And your location?
My location is on Roja Street, San Antonio, Digo City, Davao del Sur.
Next question for your family background. What is your father's name?
My father's name is Rizaldo Derrama.
And your mother's name?
My mother's name is Maria Brenda Derrama.
Now let's go to your educational background. What is your elementary educational background?
My elementary background is I graduated at Tulugan Hagonoy, Davao del Sur.
And your high school background?
My high school background, I graduated at Digo City National High School.
And your educational college background?
I graduated in University of Mindanao Digos College.
Now let's go to our educational background. So what is your elementary educational background?
My elementary background is I graduated at Tulugan Elementary School.
And your high school educational background?
My high school, I graduated at Digo City National High School.
Lastly, your college educational background.
I graduated at University of Mindanao Digos College with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Commerce, major in Management.
Now let's go to your economic background. How much is your income?
My monthly income is 12,000.
And what is your interest?
My interest is to know more in grammar.
And how about your hobbies?
My hobby is reading books in literature.
Now, what is your reasons for learning the language?
I have to learn English language to communicate other people into my perspective country.
Okay, what is your language course taking or taken in?
Since I am going to America, I am taking an English language course.
So now let's go to the category English language. We have the question number 1. How did you perform in school?
I performed in my English subject before by reciting and doing some activities in our subject.
Now for the question number 2. What is your favorite way to practice your English?
My favorite way in practicing my English is watching my favorite teacher also in English in social media.
Now let's move to the number 3. What is your habits related to English language?
My habits are reading in literature and watching videos.
Okay, let's move to the number 4 questions. What study habits or learning style?
My study habits and learning style is to read more and review my lessons in the middle of the night.
Okay, for the number 5 questions, what is your preferences in learning the English language?
So my preference in learning the English language, I watch the video of English tutor teacher, which is Mary Kagete.
Okay, for the last question, for number 6, is it easier for you to learn language during your academic years or the language course you're currently taking?
Yes, indeed, because every student encountered English subjects.
Okay, lastly, what is your suggestion that you may give to make learning language easier?
To make the language easier, my suggestion is that we should read more books and watch videos in English language.